then let's click start. Let's wait. What? There's an open door. Like $6. Just don't know where it's going. Just don't know where it's going. Walking around the Christmas tree, yeah, Christmas time. said I was gonna come back to stream on Thursday, and I had my package you received, but I ended up not streaming, so I do apologize for that. And I was meaning to stream all last week, but I just haven't gotten around to it. But here I am. I'm back. Hope you missed me, because I missed y'all. Today we are playing. I don't even remember. I honestly don't even remember. Call of CT Cool Who Who Who. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means, but that's what we're playing today. Hello. Hello. Y'all, I do not know what crosshair means, but I think I should leave it off. All right, let's hop onto it. All right. We'll check this one out and see how this one runs, how this one goes, and I might play more of this on Saturday. We'll see. Ooh. If I am bad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who, in his cleverness and couldn't read it fast enough. The graphics on my PC on my computer might be a little iffy, at least because I'm doing the PS remote play. So if it looks a little off, that's why. But so far, it looks nice. Oh, now we're getting into it. What am I hearing? I heard some changes. Just so that anyone who's watching know, I do not know what this is about. Just saw it, clicked on it, thought I would try it. Okay, add to the lineups. Flashlight lets me interact with these persons. I do have a second word, like a scary game. So that's why I stated I might play more on Saturday if I don't play today. No, it depends. Okay, something's definitely in the water. Definitely seen something in the water. Let's be wary of that. I'm not gonna vote. No, I'm not gonna keep going. I can't vote. I guess I'll go back and check if I missed anything. that? Well, I guess we'll just ignore whatever that demonic demon satanic voice was and just keep it moving. By the way, my character's head is was covered in blood, and I don't know whose blood is or where that. So we have to keep a mental note of that. Get around it. It's meant to be like all the way around.
What a putrid offering.
There's that voice again. Saying what a putrid offering. When the question is, what even is that a shark head? Okay, so apparently there's sharks and whales. Dolphins? I think these are dolphins because of the white spots right here. Maybe. So they're eating ocean animals? The question is, how did ocean animals even get to this like cave? Something dragged them here? That is very, very not good.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Been chosen by what? What? I'm supposed to not turn around.
Behold. Everything has already been written.
They have no faces.
Perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
This is say next. Oh great, we're thinking at work.
I hate whiskey.
What do you hate whiskey? Great, right?
I used to be an avid reader.
Edward Keats. That's who you are, Edward Keats. Apparently they're an avid reader. They're certified. They have a certificate of membership. Wentworth Agency. United States Detective Agency. So they're a detective of Boston, Massachusetts.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
I guess that would be true.
The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
Was he also like officer or a lieutenant or something? Was that picture was or he did service or something?
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Ah, station notes. The husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. There the woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it. Well, maybe she just didn't want the husband, and she wanted a little girlfriend or something. She wanted like a spice in her life change. He said you ain't whiskey, but let's go get it. Take a sip. What kind of urge you to take a sip, right?
It's been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
So after the divorce to that man and that woman, the girlfriend. Here's the investigation agency. Dr. Kenwell repeated to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay. But I know that if I stop, the memories will return one of these mornings. I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Well, if it's that deep voice, then it ain't no good creature. Strength represents your ability to call on your physical power. Improving this skill increases your chances of forcing doors and mechanisms, or of using violence, physical or verbal, during interactive decisions. Medicine represents your medical knowledge. Improving this skill increases your chances of determining the dosage of a drug, of making a diagnosis, or of expressing your understanding of a medical problem. The medicine and occult skills can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Eloquence represents your ability to influence those around those you talk to by power of speech. Improving this skill increases your chances of convincing or manipulating during discussions. Investigation represents your investigating talents. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding past events well, by anal- analyzing, 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 whatever. Also, I can't speak English. A crime scene or an object, and of picking labs. Analyzing, there you go. Events by analyzing. That's okay. Now I got my English back. Occultism represents your knowledge of the occult sciences. Improving this skill increases your chances of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts and of expressing your knowledge of the myth. The medicine and occult skills can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavior or on the analysis of objects. Gotta write that time. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects, to find hidden objects. Improving this skill increases your chances of finding hidden objects. An undiscovered object will no longer appear in game. So if you don't find it, it'll appear in the game no more. Eloquence is 20%, so that's 2 out of 5. Strength is 3 out of 5, so that's 40%. Medicine, 10%, that means 1 out of 5. Occultism is 1 out of 5, that's 0%. Investigation is 3 out of 5, so that's 40%. Spot hidden is 30%, that's 30%, 2 out of 5. And psychology is 20%, just like eloquence, which is 2 out of 5. Amateur, amateur. Professional on strength. Novice on medicine and occultism. Professional on investigation. And amateur on psychology. Sanity. Nightmares. Edward Pierce is a veteran. Oh, so he's a vet. A veteran of the First World War. Oh, so that's why he had that army picture. 'Cause he's a veteran, where he took part in the use Argonne offense. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion. Ah, American units that suffered heavy losses from enemy and allied artillery fire, forced to hold their position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades without food or medical supplies. The soldiers were considered lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce. Pierce is traumatized by these events, which is why he's having nightmares. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off nightmares that haunt him. Confident in your ability, sanity, stable, confident in your abilities and your courtesan mind. You conduct your investigation by sticking to the facts. That's just the facts. Like, like Erica from Stranger Things would say, that's just the facts. Your convictions and your perception of reality. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
I'll see you in my dreams. Hold you in my dreams. Someone took you out of my arms. Still I feel the thrill of your charms. Lips that once were mine. Tender
I don't know if this
eyes
song
that
is copyrighted or not.
shine. They will light my way tonight. I'll see you in my
What? For
dreams.
some reason, I can't press options. I can press share, but not options. Okay, there we go. Yeah, right. Main menu. Take out the right. Crouch. Interact and shoot. Why isn't shoot R2? Oh, it's insert. Move. Had to learn, things work. Okay, yeah, this one's your conclusions are logical and reliable. That's all I want to. You don't have any information yet on inhabitants. This is Here's Investigation Agency. Our private detective agency contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bat than a real bed. And I should probably get rid of these empty bottles, but this place is mine for the moment. Hmm. Wait, you don't have any information on it. On occult leader clues. No clues. Inventory. Lost Battalion. 10718. Lighter. My old lighter that I engraved in memory of the 77th Infantry Division and the man of the Lost Battalion who fell. I do believe that says 1017, so let's like October the 7th, 1918. October 7th, 1818, or is it October 7th, 1918? I do not know. So I'm going with 1918. World War One, the Great War, October 7th, 1918.
I'll see you in my dreams. Hold you in my dreams.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Walk you out of my arms
Archaeology.
till I
A good
feel
old story of
you
blackmail in a
are
speakeasy.
gone.
A
Lift
good old story
that
like
one
women
were
He's
mine.
soft,
Tender
confidential.
eyes that
The bar owner who
shine
hired me didn't like the way I
will
closed this
light
case.
my
But when you're ready,
wayward
already
life. I'll
outside the
see
law,
you in
there is
my
not there is not a
dreams.
lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. By the way, I'm streaming late at night today. First time I'm streaming late at night. What is what y'all want?
I'm listening.
Hello?
Are you Edward Pierce? Private
Yeah.
investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
Yeah.
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm
Okay.
calling because of a problem with your file.
No
A
problem.
fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is
Who
that
let that
right?
happen?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Why? You're the secretary, so shouldn't y'all like keep up with that? Allocate your character's points. Each character point allows you to improve the score of a skill. So, which one do I do? Am I supposed to just pick one? Yeah, doesn't matter about that.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As
What
you
is it?
know,
Yeah.
we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors.
Okay.
And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Okay.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
And you're
But are
just a
those cases
secretary.
worth it?
They're worth not losing your license.
And you're a
Show
secretary.
yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr.
You're
Pierce,
just a secretary. And you place yourself a secretary.
I'm coming.
What it is outside the door?
Sir, I came here on the advice of a
Okay.
person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a
Stephen
drunkard's
Webster.
lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old... Even you must know of her. She was Sarah
Whoops.
Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire.
So did she?
Sarah, her husband,
Speaking of fires,
and
you know
Simon,
who's at
my
the fire
grandson.
from my
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Because apparently there's also a fire
find
for
out
that.
the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof,
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting.
You brought a painting as
Tell me
proof.
all the assumptions that
Something
come
else.
to mind.
what am I supposed to find?
Tell me-
Exactly.
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
That's all you've got.
The file on your desk contains everything.
Main objectives: examine the painting and examine the Hawkins file.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some
Files on
sketches of the Hawkins family.
files on the
Rather
Sarah.
thin.
Okay, I can talk now. Okay. File on the Sarah Hawkins case. A shipping label. Some of it isn't. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the edges. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. Dark. The police report. It says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting an article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon. So anyone who's watching this, if y'all seen Young Royals on Netflix, if y'all seen season 1, then y'all definitely need to see season 2. But if y'all have Netflix and y'all never seen it or don't know what it is, go watch it right now. It's really good. And also Heartstopper, also really good. So catch up on that before they release season 2 and 3. Those two are like the top tier good ones. And there was a new one this year called Heartbreak High. That is I believe British one, and that one's also good. So those 3 top tier. Skill to memorize.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Found out about the warehouse 6. Where did Sarah Hawkins live? Shouldn't take this painting lightly. I read about her mental fragility in the police report. Something's not right with the stories.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Now she's trying to make me do everything.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
If it's into the case, then it's into the case.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would
So
have hurt a
Sarah's
fly.
daughter?
She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
Something's not adding
I never
up.
knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic
The
figure,
family
Mr.
that they're
Pierce.
talking about, not
You
her
must
own
find out
family,
the truth about
but
her
the family
life
that she kind of like
and death.
married into, or like dated into, like
Darkwater.
the other family, not
Never heard of the
hers.
place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the
So she was
secret
married.
regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce.
So
You must uncover it.
the family that died is her husband's family. Is that what they're saying?
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Darkwater. I suppose you want... The sender's label mentions that, and you think...
Go to Darkwater.
I think I'm
I think
beginning
that's
to
all the information I
understand.
need.
I'm willing to do anything for
Thank
my
you,
daughter
sir.
to recover
Hanging
her
out in the
honor.
office.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist
Let's do it
dies
quickly.
with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death,
Correct. And the
Ooh, right
rumors about her
before.
supposed folly.
which you don't totally deny.
Suppose
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You will be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case.
Get up.
I'll go to
I'm not
Darkwater
rocking with the
and look into the
guys.
death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce.
Also,
I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your
You should
situation.
change it to something or something.
Something's queer, but it's not like I have a choice.
What? Something's queer.
Darkwater.
Something is.
I think I've got a book on the
something
North Atlantic.
queer.
I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston, but I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century, but it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater. Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such a night and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? Dream god? Sounds interesting. No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remembers the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts. So what's Massachusetts? So they were whales. I think there were sharks. It kind of looked it like sharks. There's definitely whales down there. Okay.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
So why do you want to go to Darkwater? You Learning of Medicine Volume 1. A dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. This first volume lists all illnesses known in a civilized world. It details symptoms and suitable treatment. The Learning of Medicine Volume 1. Alright, let's head out. L, 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 L. Here's the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting on the shipping label, an address, a warehouse tent on the docks of the island of Darkwater. This seems to be the starting point for his investigations. Chapter 2, Darkwater Port. Hmm. Those are some big bones. Some probably from a big well. So they really do be well hunters.
We're almost there.
Alright then.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles
Well, you can't
Hawkins may
forget
have
it.
been a landlubber.
Yes, I'm here to
but he
talk
was a
about
good
it.
man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman. And a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what?
Tragedy.
Go have a
What's
drink at the
tragedy is
Stranded
Island.
Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his
A
bar
good pick me
holds
up
a
ain't this
surprise
island.
for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office.
The harbor.
If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
That night was my time. Alright. Let's camera action. Let's see. No, not see. 25th October 1924. So yeah, that's probably 1918. Darkwater docks. On the approaches to Darkwater, I saw thick clouds masking the sky. They were so low, they seemed intent on impaling themselves on the sharp reefs that circled the island. Fitzroy, captain of the only two that manages to float the mainland, offered to help me. He may have documents that belong to Charles Hawkins, so he's the one that says harbor. Fitzroy advised me to visit the port Sublime. He mentioned a little pick-me-up. I suppose I could get the lay of the land at the same time, but we're not going to be accepting any food or drinks on this island because we do not trust this island. There's literally bones on the port. We do not trust this island, and it's so foggy and misty and mysterious. Yeah, we do not trust this island. Fishermen have gathered around the carcass of a killer whale. I could have a look and see what the local cops have got to tell me. Oh, so those must have been killer whales in the dream. Captain Fitzroy offered to share with me what he has found on the Hawkins in the archives of the Harbor Master's office. Gotta say like him. Go to the bar, talk to Bradley, and then talk to Fitzroy. Alright. Ooh. Darkwater. Stephen Webster. Age 63. Occupation businessman. A wealthy businessman. So that's why he said that word. Because he's wealthy. He's rich. If you wealthy and rich, and where my pay at, where my pay cut at, where my bills at, where my stacks and racks at, you gonna pay me? Because I need some money in the game and IRL. Respected in the Boston area, Stephen Webster came to see me in order that I investigate the death of his only daughter. Sarah Hawkins. The man accepts neither refusals nor inconvenient truths. He is ready to do anything to prove that his daughter was not mad. She might not be, but you might be. Charles Hawkins, deceased, age 41, occupation ship owner. Charles Hawkins was a local celebrity on Darkwater. The heir of a shipowner family, he used to travel a lot. He met Sarah Hawkins during a trip in Paris. Viva la la. Baguette, spaghetti. So take a trip to Paris to go see the Eiffel Tower. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island of Darkwater, where it all went downhill. They had a child named Simon, and lived a very secretive life. Don't know what to be secretive about. Sarah Hawkins, deceased, age 33, painter. Sarah Hawkins, a painter, known for her tortured artistic universe. She was worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the brevity of her public appearances. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me." Her marriage to Charles Hawkins years ago surprised the high society columnist, a wealthy Boston heiress. Known for her party going, chooses to follow her new husband, live a recluse as a recluse on the island of Darkwater. So she's a wealthy Boston heiress, and she's a partygoer. Strange. Knowing her occupation is painter, and her paintings are artistically tortured and very strange. She disappeared from the front pages of newspapers, and nobody heard any more about her. Even her death in a fire remained a secret. Only her father, Stephen Webster, continued seeking the truth. Age 11, occupation schoolboy, deceased. Only son of Sarah and Charles Hawkins. He died in the fire that claimed his whole family. Island of Darkwater. It would seem that the world has forgotten the very existence of this isolated rock off the coast of Boston. So I'm guessing like the bottom is Boston and that little weird shape is the island? Or the opposite? Just views of the island and on the other side that little weird shape is Boston? I don't know. It is a small, inhospitable island whose coastline is made up of steep cliffs and sharp reefs, and with only one outlet to the sea. So then, why is it an island, and why is there people on it, and why is there homes and stuff on it? If it's inhabitable, it is mainly inhabited by the descent of whalers, who set up a supply post there in the 1800s. It was hit by severely, or it was hit severely by the collapse of this activity. I think that the only venture on the island that is still profitable is its medical institute. Darkwater Port. At the entrance to the port of Darkwater, one still passes in front of the shell of the Skyla, the last world ship to have brought back a catch. The last whaling ship to have brought back a catch. Sailors wander the docks, looking for some small job for the day. A gang of bootleggers has set itself up there and is gnawing away at the territory of Captain Fitzroy, the last sailor to own a boat capable of making the round trip between the island and mainland. Here, the golden age of the whale hunting is but a distant memory. Hmm. A quote: Art of Sarah Hawkins. Intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others. Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images with violent colors and wild strokes to the world. If her paintings are testimony to her vision of the world, then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimensions. Extract from the notebook of Edward Pierce, private detective. So I'm guessing that it is her in the painting. But the other figure, who knows? Because in the painting, it looks like she has powers, and she was the one who put that marking or whatever on the other figure in the painting. This painting, or painting by Sarah Hawkins, this painting depicts a monstrous silhouette threatening a woman, oh, and a child. Flames can be made out in the background. Stephen Webster, the father of Sarah Hawkins, thinks that it is linked to the death of his daughter. Okay, you see, I did not see the child, so it was not powers. I don't think now, but I do think that's her and her child. Now, it didn't speak of a husband, so I'm thinking the husband can be the monstrous silhouette, and maybe her and then the child was scared because that's what the father turned into. So maybe that's what the father turned into, and he's probably still alive, and maybe he was the cause of the fire. Who knows? Because it's like, if that's her and the child, then where's the husband? You know? Okay. Well, let's get to moving. What are you fishing in? I'm pretty sure there's nothing to fish. And this is the boats. Okay. And over here. As we said to go, we're not going there. Up this light right here. Can I? Can I not pick it up? Okay, never mind. Okay. So let's have a little look see, right? The stranded well. Stranded well.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
And he did recommend this bar. I'm not too sure about that.
Gentlemen, please move back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
Wait, what are
can't
they
do
forcing
that.
to do?
But it's only a fish.
What patties?
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the
Yeah,
water,
don't
you
wait, don't
shysters!
wait.
You're crazy!
They're cops.
Shysters.
They can't understand.
So they're trying to put it
Damn
back in the water.
stupid idiots!
Why don't you put
Forget
that
it.
fish
Nobody
back in the
listens
water?
to us anyway.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I don't know who you're talking to.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I
She
didn't
got
introduce
Hawaii,
myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't?
So why
Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You
You're
can't.
dummy.
Don't put that.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
I don't
You
care.
can't
no way
understand.
to
You're
treat
not
an old man.
sailors.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. You can't understand.
Don't put that beast.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
But you can't
You
speak.
can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a
You can
sign.
speak, so speak up.
There's something coming.
You got something to say,
real
speak
bad.
up.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
They're cops. They
shysters
can't
are crazy.
understand.
Damn stupid idiots!
Forget it. Nobody
You
listens
say
to us
search
anyway.
and crazy.
You can stay to watch if you want. You can pick up the pieces.
Come on, you bastard!
There's nothing for you here either. Beat it.
What do you want, you grubby little...
You bilge rats don't
There's
scare
nothing
me.
for you here either.
What did he call us
Beat
just
it.
now?
Wanna
I
get beat
said
up?
you were a bilge rat. And
Wanna get
even
beat up? Wanna get beat up?
There's nothing for you here either.
you
Beat
think
it.
we don't
Wait
know
until I
what
get
you're
done.
doing? Hidden in
Wait
the
until I get a
fog?
gun.
I'll shut up your big mouth once and for all.
Real bad.
Alright, just
Don't put
popcorn.
that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
Well, obviously
It's a
something
sign.
in
You
water.
can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
The only thing I can do is go to the bar and go up to the office. Why do y'all look the same? Generically basic.
You can stay to watch.
Same type of hairstyle. They all look the same.
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Now, what troublemaker are you looking for? Multitask eloquence. Multitask strength.
Yet you served this man, and you can't say he's been on his best behavior.
He's a regular. It was you who provoked him by turning up with your mainland manner.
You mistake my manner. I ask nothing more than to become a regular as well, which will be difficult if you refuse to serve me.
I hope you're less talkative when you're drunk.
Try me.
And I hope you're less talkative
We'll
sober.
see.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then,
Arts. That's
I don't
why.
want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Yeah. Well, this character do.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater. When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
I've got. I think we'll get along well. Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no. First off, sailors from around here say
Alright, alright, alright.
No more. Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
I didn't expect to find alcohol. Our source of supply would trade. I'll tell them. Anything else? That'll be all. I don't know if this is like copyright at all.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Article on the miracles catch. Miraculous catch. The Shanty. 21st of May, 1847. Miraculous catch. The Skylar returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope. The crew of Skylar, or whatever remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last wedding ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. I don't know if I really play out live for Star Space. I don't really like up for like an hour. Of his catch the brave vessel had on board. Of a size that wouldn't be unmidable to well. The citizen that is already being called the miraculous catch. What's catch? Covered the whole deck and parts of it were hanging on the side of the ship. The surviving sailors show a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched and in its quality and plentiful, nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, drinking an inn to the famine, from which the heart of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent. June for fishing. From June for fishing. Workshop or storage activities, you can contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special evening at the Stranded Well to celebrate the return of our brave whalers. All the staff of the Stranded Well invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or with your friends to the taste or to taste the miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate. Why would we want oil? You think we're just gonna like buy a pound of it and cook it ourselves?
You have no right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
She will do it again, you know?
Oh,
The girl doctor, Colden. She won't stop asking.
not that again. She will get us into trouble.
I know.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker and a debtor. Interesting.
They have a fireplace in the bar?
She will do it
It's
again.
not questionable.
The girl doctor, Colden. She won't stop asking.
Not that again. She will get us into trouble. Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. You have no right to treat us like this. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No.
My God.
No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
She will do it again, you know? The girl doctor, Colden. She won't stop asking.
Not that again. She will get us into trouble.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Good night, stranger.
What you looking at, stranger?
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
Sir, got your attitude.
I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it.
Are you sure we get a punch in the face?
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed. My God. You, sir.
Now we right up to the office. At least they got birds. She didn't expect me going that way. Wood candle, it probably smell like gas.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Hat.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
Woman cat. Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the cat.
I wonder what Captain
Make your request.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Maritime Bank? Maritime Bank? Maritime Bank? I don't know.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Guess I was pronouncing that wrong. Oh, that's volume 2. The second volume teaches ethics and good practice to medical staff. So I probably gotta find books. Hmm.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Photograph of Captain Fitzroy. In this photograph, a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg. That is his twin.
What a macabre souvenir. What a macabre souvenir.
Macabre. 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 Useful. Oh.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Has to do. Nothing left. Just there's an upstairs, so that led to this lock. There's something out here. Something was above here. It's above there.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
What?
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who wouldn't want this information to be hidden? I don't know whoever created them. Students. AI.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights of the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you. Here, I see.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Ooh, that's into a true lie. Investigation professional. Interesting me. Is this a game for you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
You didn't know that?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
Surprised Charles Hawkins had
So why did you lump in?
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Already seen that.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I found a threatening letter signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Is that that lady that was at the bar? The one that has an attitude? And they probably get like punched in the face because of how rude she is.
Can you tell me where the...
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Oh, now she's... Tell me. What? Not know from you here. I'm gonna go. You're the one who said it to me, huh? You're the one who said it to me, right?
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
They ain't gonna do nothing. Beat the tigers, just get them all up.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
Alright, let me have dealings with her then.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good.
Nice.
Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Find hidden items. Okay. I don't know if this is a warehouse, but no, I don't think it is. Because they showed a different warehouse. So there might be hidden objects in here.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Hmm. Ratchet device. This part enables heavy loads to be filled and held a lot without risk.
This ratchet device seems to be usable.
Lever. This lever activates a mechanism.
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
What are we doing? Building a boat?
A handle.
Where's the girl? Where's the same? Because it's just a very so easy. On a high and it's like I never meant to. This is just a fun. Too easy. High in the sky. Chat, switch up, switch up. Switch up, switch up, switch up. Switch up only. Chat, switch up. I'm a high in the sky. Chat.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Got a missing piece of.
It looks like there's a way in under this great.
Looks like there's
See something? Right there. That is me. And there's right there. Shit. Oh, yeah. Man, that. Obviously, silence can have internet. Oh. So you can put it inside. Alright, I'm done with this game. Because you have one, yes. Every time I try to tell me that to you know, to only better that will change. It's doing something always the same. And I always try to change thing. So you turn to come the same way. To also make it right. And I'll be done up and fight. Shine wrong, cause it's side. Shine wrong, cause you cheated every night. Oh my God, oh my God, baby. Oh God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh God, oh my God, oh my God. Baby, God, oh my God, oh my God. Baby, baby, baby. I don't know why I keep disconnecting. Come on, PS not playing. Try to come, then this video game is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to the actual events. Oh, it's disconnected for no reason. Right? I think I will game and stream here because it keeps disconnecting. So yeah, I think I will be ending the stream here. Thank you for anyone who ever decided to come in during the gameplay and watch. or to anyone who is watching afterwards. To any new followers, hello, 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 I'm Seven. And welcome to this great community, great channel, great everything. To any followers, also thanks to you guys. To anybody who wants to donate or anything like that, don't be afraid to do it. Just watching afterwards. To any new followers, hello, hello, hello. Go ahead and just welcome to this great donate, go ahead and follow, go ahead and subscribe, do what you want to do. Come in, watch the streams, followers, tell your friends, tweet about it, whatever. Just have fun with the stream, you know, that's what we try to do. So yeah, I'll end it here. Thank you. Bye bye.